Hey guys, welcome back to our show. Sriyan won't be able to join us today because he's stuck with some work, college work, exams, and all that. So he's a little busy. So I'll be taking over today. There were three matches that took place in this time. One was a match that was reduced. Length because of rain, weather impacted match, while others, full length games itself, 20 over games itself. But it's been really interesting games that have taken place so far. These three games were, especially the last two, which is your GT versus DC and KKR and LSG. To be honest, KKR and LSG never expected to be such a great match. If I'm not wrong, if you remember at last video, we did mention, me and Sriyan did mention that, we did expect much from KKR and LSG, but it turned out to be, a really good match. But we'll come back to that later. Let's first look at RR versus MI, which was 11 over game because of rain. What a match! Again, RR has been dominating this season, and one of the reasons for that has been the explosive batting partnership by Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Yashasvi Jaiswal. They've just been mind blowing and fantastic at the top of the order, making most of the runs. Major chunk of the runs were being made by these two pairs, and both of them are in the orange cap race, which says a lot. They've been hitting the major chunk of the runs of RR, and the success behind RR's campaign so far, these three wins that they've had are because of, well, one of the reasons is because of this top order. And we look at the top order, Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Yashasvi Jaiswal. Yes, Suryavanshi has got 115 3 games, but he's consistently scoring 30 plus runs, which is in T20 format is a really good average to have, especially in a tournament like IPL, when you have impact of 30 plus runs in just 15 to 18 balls. That is a huge impact that you can make in the innings. Especially when you're an opener, that impact that you make, that flow that you get started, you get your team started, you get the scoreboard ticking at a really good rate. That really boosts your team's confidence, and the batsmen are, more free to play when they come in. The batsmen that follow are more free. They can more freedom to express because they don't have that pressure, scoreboard pressure, a lot of early wickets falling and all of that. But yes, this 15-year-old boy has been taking over all the spotlight because he's 15 years, which is obviously, to achieve something like this, to play for a IPL franchise at 15 is first of all a great achievement, and to be performing to such great extents, hitting Bumrah of his first ball for a six, one of world's greatest bowlers right now, modern greats of T20 cricket, to hit him for the first ball six. These are all the things. There were questions about how will he face world class bowlers, generational bowlers like Bumrah, there's Hazelwood, there are a lot of such players. How will he face such players? And he's answered them well as well. You could see there's no fear in his eyes. He sees every bowler as the same. I mean, it treats everybody. It takes his game ball by ball, and that intent that he shows every ball is just uh, really good to watch. And yeah, I think he's in really good hands because Kumar Sangakkara, that discipline to keep him grounded. We didn't mention last time as well a couple of times that Vaibhav Surya, it's important for him to stay grounded, and he's been very grounded and humble so far, and that's really important to handle fame. And anyway, J- Jashish Jaiswal not been spoken about much if you talk, because Vaibhav Suryavanshi has been in spotlight. Jashish Jaiswal is more on, his effect has been in the shadows because of that. But Jashish Jaiswal, what a player, what form he's in. He's in absolutely fantastic form. He's having purple patch. There were a couple of, if I'm not wrong, last IPL season was not his season, but he's got back and he's born back in some fine way, and he's scored 250s if I'm not wrong as of now, and he's just got that runs flowing. There's no stopping him. He's literally on the move. Uh, and it's 11 overs when you score 150. That's just crazy numbers. That's crazy numbers. And the more with just was scoring 70 and Vibhav is scoring 30. So they themselves have scored about 110 of the runs. So it's it, it's just too good of an innings. The bowlers were blown away, and it's not that MI's bowling did not have experience in some good names. They have really great names in their bowling attack. There's Deepak Chahar who built his reputation in the IPL, especially when he's playing with Chennai. With the he's supposed to be the new ball specialist, but ever since he's come to MI, I haven't seen that charm in him anymore of picking up those new ball wickets, being as consistent to pick up early, bring that early breakthroughs. I haven't seen him do that much for Mumbai, but yeah, you have the likes of Jasprit Bumrah. For how long can one man carry it? Bumrah is a lot of he's a type of bowler that'll put one pressure in one hand, and probably there'll be one or two matches in the IPL where he gets 3 wickets, but he does consistently get wickets. I'm not saying he does it, but he's not a type of guy that will bait you and then take a wicket. He's the type of guy that will put pressure through his economy. He has stellar bowling. His economies across matches will be stellar. He will probably just gives his IPL career economy will probably be around 6.5, something like that. That speaks volumes. And there needs to be support from the other end as well. But even after having such big names, Trent Bolt, who's been New Zealand's premium fast bowler, he's been really good for New Zealand over the years. He's been India's nightmare over the years in across formats. Even he isn't been as deadly. So this Mumbai is bowling again. I cannot really mention about Mumbai. We keep mentioning this that at the start of the season, Mumbai tends to they somehow lose track or God knows what it is, but they barely win matches at the start of the season. Yes, this time they did break the jinx of losing the first match. They did win the first game, but after they had two back-to-back losses, and we've seen this in Mumbai. There was this one time where Mumbai, I think I'm not sure which year that was, but they lost 5 games in the start of the season, like back to back, and they went on to win the title. So the stories keep getting better and better. You can never trust MI in that aspect of things. But again, coming back to this game, you see Mumbai's batting, I think, because of the pressure that they were put in from the start, the scoreboard pressure that they had to really get going from ball one. And when you are into such a pressure in chase, it's more often than not that chasing team ends up on the losing side. That's exactly why we have seen teams when asked to chase 250, actually 230 plus, and they really falter. They don't get close to the score. It's because of that pressure of going from ball one, and we saw that in this innings as well. And one more aspect why RR has been doing so good in the start of the tournament is because of how their bowling has been as well. Their bowling attack has. You have to give credit to them as they've been really well. Ravi Bishnoi, the purple cap holder currently, yes, it's the start of the season, but 3 matches, 7 wickets. That's an incredible start to hold. 3 matches, 7 wickets in T20 is exceptional, man. And he's the type of bowler right now who RR just he's the man to look to get those breakthroughs, and he's been doing that as well. There's Jofra Archer also pitching in matches for them. Nandre Berger performed in a match. So there's bowlers, Sandeep Sharma as well, one of the most experienced IPL players and most dependable, one of the most dependable because of his slow ball weapon as well. So they have that bowling armory as well that has been helping them dominate in this IPL season so far as well. They haven't lost a game. That 100% record. The bowling attack is also one of the many strong reasons why RR is dominating the season so far. As I don't think Mumbai will worry too much because they know the experience and depth they have in their squad and the resources that they have at their disposal. It's just 3 matches, 2 matches for MI if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think it's just Two matches, probably just yeah. No, three matches. My bad. It's three matches because yeah, they won one. I didn't mention it before itself. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening today, but yeah. They in three matches. There's still what 11 matches to go, and they'll take it match by match. All good teams, all great players, experienced ones know that they need to take it a game by game, and they will do so. Also, there's nothing much left to discuss about this match. So let's move on to the next match, which was an absolute thriller. DCGT. What a match that was! That was just exceptional to watch. GT winning by 1 run. Oh, it was just a splendid game. The question we really need to ask is, I remember talking to Srihan off camera. Is David Miller the curse? It's all, fun and banter. We don't really mean it because we feel so bad for the guy that he's put so much into the teams that he's been to. We've seen many knocks like this that of his go and win. He's done it for South Africa. He's done it to many franchises as well. And now for DC, it's just a very sad sight to see the fight that he's put into the game. He had gotten injured. He had retired hurt because he couldn't continue playing. He came back and the fight that he showed. Yes, there are a lot of ifs and buts. Oh, he should have taken the single. He would have gone to super over. And then there would have been a chance. So all that is there. But there's things that you could have done. There are things that you should have done as well. All that. These are just learnings that you have to take. And before let's look at, you need to give credit to GT as well. And again, like we always mention, we mention it in every video that GT's success depends on the success of the top order, and they've been so consistent over the last 3 seasons that they've been successful for the same reason. And it's just another match example of the same thing as well. If you look at it, this time it was Shuman Gill and Josh Butler that scored the runs, but one positive to look for GT is that in their middle order, Washington Sundar coming in and scoring that vital half century as well. That's a good sign. To be honest, I didn't expect Washington Sundar to come and play that innings. I was really impressed by his innings. He's watched him. We have seen Shubman Gill, Josh Butler, and Sai Sudarshan do it for GT. Every match do major chunk of the scoring. You see last season as well, Sai Sudarshan had 700 odd runs, Shubman Gill had 600 odd runs, so Josh Butler had 500 odd runs, but the middle order of GT didn't really have as many runs. And this time to see Washington Sundar pitch in with that 50 was really good. And Shubman Gill continuing that consistency that he's been showing in IPL over the recent years is just amazing to watch. You see, he's not had the greatest of times as well in the T20 format. If you look at it, he was not in form when you see in the Indian setup, and then he was dropped out of the T20 World Cup squad as well. So it's not been an easy time for recent past 6 months for Shubman Gill as well, and so in this format especially, so it's good to see him back amongst the runs, and I think GT's main turning point, yes, everybody say Prasidh Krishna's over is what won them. But what took it till there was Rashid Khan's spell of 4 overs. He picked up 3 wickets. And can you imagine the bowler of Rashid Khan's figure? We call him T20's, one of T20's best bowlers that we have seen. This was the first 3 wicket haul that he's taken since 2023 season. That's what's shocking. When I saw the fact, I'm like, has it been that long? Because he's such a good bowler. Yes, I remember speaking about the when we were reviewing GT's last matches, as Rashid Khan lost his magic. But this shows that his experience, why he's rated so highly, is because when it really matters, they do pitch, step up. And this was one of those moments. I would say he came back at the right time. He bowled really well. This is the vintage Rashid Khan, if I can say, that we have seen. The one that won SRH so many matches, was part of GT's initial success. Just probably the last couple of seasons he hasn't been that great, but he's I can say he's back. Yes, it's only one match, but if he continues this, we know how deadly and lethal Rashid Khan is if he continues bowling like this. And it's a some good signs for GT to take. When you look at DC, the positives that they had was their opening pair was not really clicking. Even last season, they had about what 8 opening pairs. It was not really a good sign for an IPL team. And this time around, to see KL Rahul and Pathum Nisanka to click was a really pleasing sight. It was like they had it under control. Uh, we've seen this with DC a couple of times. Last time against MI as well. There's those three runouts is what messed them up. This time also they lost wickets in regular intervals and in clusters that they lost the game in a very fine margin, just 1 run. KL Rahul, what an arc, man, what an arc. This is again, last time he scored 100 and went in vain against GT. This time it was a 90 knock and it again went vain. So it is such place that you feel bad for the put effort, but again, the onus is on the rest of the team as well. To make sure that they see the team, crosses the finish line. GT's bowling is not a worry. We see how strong their bowling is as well. If you see in this match as well, just give me a minute. My bad. This match as well, Mukesh Kumar did go for 55 runs, but he picked up 2 wickets. And Lungi Angiri has been really good for this DC side, is with his slower balls. And the number, he was the one who actually put pressure on GT somewhat with his spell. He was really exceptional with the ball. But when you look at GT side of it, they've been good. Prasidh Krishna's last over heroics was one that I think people will remember for a long time now. And this is just a lovely match to watch. This is what IPL is all about. These thrillers, nail biting matches is what we. And when we're talking about nail biting matches and thrillers, and what IPL all is about is it brings me to the next match, which is KKR versus LSG. Another superb match. It's just a pure example of what I was talking about in the previous video about, those 170, 180 games which are thrillers. This is what I was talking about. This is where your batsman's skill set is put into test. Your bowler's skill set is put into test. It's an even contest between bat and ball. It's not some flat track where batsmen is just feasting on it. And it was really nice to see such a game. It was really interesting. Mukul Chowdhury, what a story he'll be having right now after this innings. It'll be one that will be remembered for sure in LSG's books as well as IPL books as one of the most memorable knocks in IPL's history because and that list is just endless. We've seen a lot of people have memorable outings in IPL. For example, we've seen I remember Ashdeep Singh. He bowled the 90th or 20th over of some Punjab match and he won them. He just gave 3 runs or something like that. Um, My bad. And Karthik Tyagi, I remember when he was playing for RR, he did defended some single-digit runs in the last over. And these are the heroics that get recognized in a stage like IPL. It's a global franchisee league and one of the world's best leagues as well across sports. And when you get recognized like that, especially when it's an Indian setup, it's a great opportunity for you to try out, give it a shot in the Indian setup as well. So I mean, Mukul Chaudhary should keep it going. LSG should, support this young lad as well. LSG, to be honest, is one surprise package in this IPL because I remember us talking in the auction review video that LSG's bowling looked weak and inexperienced, but that inexperienced bowling has actually stepped up, and you see the youngsters pitching in as well. Prince Yadav has been picking up wickets regularly. Mohammad Shami's come back. When I think about it, I did mention that it is probably the season of veterans, and you think about it, there are veterans that are performing every match. There's Rashid Khan as well in the DCGT match as well. So it's good to see the experienced guys make a statement as well, and the youngsters also again showing what they're capable of. Uh, it's just been a great start to the IPL, I feel, and I know for sure that it's just going to keep getting better and better, and this league never disappoints. There's going to be a lot more thrillers like this, a lot more nail biting matches. There are going to be one sided matches. I mean, that's part of the tournament. There's some teams that will have a absolutely bad day, or some teams that just completely dominate the opposition in all aspects of the game, and that's part and parcel of the tournament. The ones who can stick it through is who actually go on to win it. And it's a long way in the tournament, and like you always guys know, as long as cricket is there, we are over here, and we'll continue to make videos as well. IPL is one of the times where cricket happens continuously every day, and we cover each match. So it'll be, you'll be seeing us more frequently as well. And guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video, and I promise you'll be back.